जय श्री माता जी। ऑनलाइन उपस्थित विश्व के सभी साधकों का सुबह के ध्यान सत्र में हार्दिक स्वागत है। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी को वंदन करके हम सब ध्यान की स्थिति में बैठते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आज का ध्यान सत्र शुरू करने की कृपया अनुमति प्रदान कीजिए। सामूहिक बंधन। अपना चित्त हृदय में लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी कृपावंत होकर आप हमारे हृदय में विराजिए। श्री माता जी कृपा कर हमारा हृदय प्रेम, करुणा और वात्सल्य से भर दीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में हम केवल शुद्ध आत्मा हैं। 3 महामंत्र तत्पश्चात श्री गणेश मंत्र।
साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
जय श्री माता जी। संतुलन करने हेतु अपना सीधा हाथ पृथ्वी तत्व पर रखते हैं। चित्त पीड़ा नाड़ी पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के ईड़ा नाड़ी पर तमोगुण के सभी बाधक तत्व भूमि तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर सामूहिकता की एड़ा नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए। राइट हैंड गोद में, लेफ्ट हैंड आकाश की तरफ। चित्त पिंगला नाड़ी पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के पिंगला नाड़ी पर रजोगुण के सभी बाधक तत्व, अतिरिक्त उष्णता, भविष्य के विचार, अहंकार, आकाश तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर सामूहिकता की पिंगला नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए। लेफ्ट हैंड गोद में। चित्त मध्य नाड़ी और सहस्रार पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा आकर हमें संतुलन दीजिए, हमें वर्तमान में रखिए। चित्त मूलाधार चक्र पर लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के मूलाधार चक्र पर गणेश तत्व स्थापित कीजिए, कार्यान्वित कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें अबोध बनाइए, हमें सुबुद्धि दीजिए। चित्त मूलाधार पर श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। अपना चित्त मध्य मार्ग से सहस्रार पर लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपावंत होकर आप हमारे सहस्रार पर विराजिए। माता जी, कृपा कर हमें निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें निर्विचार निर्विकल्प ध्यान में स्थित कीजिए। जय श्री माता जी। इसी ध्यान की स्थिति में अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करते हैं। श्री गणेश पूजा टॉक 2002 कपेला भाग पहला।
Today we have gathered here to worship Shri Ganesha. Shri Ganesha is the deity of innocence. When we are born as children, it is Shri Ganesha who is acting, and we are very innocent. And it is such a powerful thing that with this innocence, children survive under many circumstances. And we love them because they are innocent. We enjoy them because they are innocent. Once we start growing, our sastra also gets closed, and we develop all kinds of funny things that enters into us and doesn't go out. It's just there. It doesn't go out. Innocence has a great effect on our character and on our sense of chastity. Actually, when you are innocent, you don't know what is not chastity. What is being unchaste? What is being cunning? You are innocent and you are looked after by Shri Ganesha himself. Anybody who tries to harm an innocent person, Shri Ganesha looks after it and manages you. Many people who are innocent in this world, of course there are very few, but they become so detached from all worldly problems like lust and greed and many other, because they are so pure that nothing can spoil them and malign them. This is such a great blessings we have, that innocence is actually created in us. And it was created much before all the innocence. Everything was created much, much before we were created. It's such a great quality for us to become innocent. The greatest quality of Sri Ganesha is joy. It gives you joy. As small children, they may not speak even, but they give us so much joy. Joy-giving quality comes from Sri Ganesha. Even after coming to Sahajayoga, I have seen people are not full of joy. They're very serious. They don't know how to laugh, how to enjoy anything. That's the sign that they are still lacking in innocence. So, it's important to understand that if you are Sahajogis, you should be joyous and give joy to others, just like children, how sweet they are. They may be newly born, but how much joy they give you. But supposing you do not have that capacity to enjoy the innocence of children, then nobody can help you. Ganesha cannot help you, because that's the innate quality human beings have. And if you don't have that quality, no use having any other sense. Like some people like food, they like colors, they like all other things. But if you don't have Sri Ganesh, you cannot purely enjoy anything. So it is only Sri Ganesha's blessings that we really enjoy everything in its full measure. Otherwise, we start judging it, we start criticizing it. People raise so many things, questions. If you see something and it gives you joy, then you are supposed to give the explanation for that. As we have many critics in this world, and they are all the time criticizing one another. Now the critics are criticizing critics. That's the biggest problem. That's their job. Because Ganesha is not there. And they go on criticizing others, never criticizing themselves, and thinking no end of themselves. And with that, they create a very bad kind of a community, which is actually very harmful. It's very dangerous. It's like having some sort of a boil or some sort of a septic thing in your body, in your being. So, if you cannot appreciate and if you cannot enjoy it, then Sri Ganesha is missing from you. You should be able to enjoy everything and to enjoy your children, enjoy children of other people. That's the sign of your being completely blessed by Sri Ganesha. Now the beauty of Sri Ganesha is this, that it looks after your Kundalini. It guards your Kundalini. It guides your Kundalini, and throughout, on all the chakras, he had to bless you. If you don't have the blessings of Sri Ganesh, you will be completely useless fellow as a surgeon. Because all the time you are seeing the bad points of others. All the time you are devoiding, I should say, you are getting into a problem by which you cannot enjoy anything. By temperament you think you are very serious, you are very mature, you are very developed, but you are not innocent. Such a person gives such a headache to everyone. If there's one like that in the family, people want to get rid of. So you should have the quality of Sri Ganesha, which is of giving joy to others. Depends on how much joy you can give it to others. It doesn't want anything. Such a person won't say that I must get this, I must have this position, I should be leader, I should be this and that. No. He just enjoys giving joy. Joy to others and being humorous and kind, and never tries to insult anyone and hurt anyone. If such a person hurts, by mistake also, he goes on repenting about it. And 100 times he'll beg your pardon if he has hurt you. Such a happy person is a real Sahajayogi. That's the one we want to have all around. Those who have no hatred for anyone, no malice for anyone, and not finding faults with another, but trying to find what is the good point of that person. What is so special about that person? It's not bothered as to what color you are, whether you are black or white, whether you are tall or short. It makes no difference, because it is absolute joy. And for this absolute joy, you don't criticize and you don't try to find faults with others. Now the problem is that people are getting very much advanced in this modern era, very advanced, and they are very much more advanced in criticizing others, I think. That's the maxim they have, is to criticize others. And also they have another very bad quality, to identify themselves with the country in which they live or with the family which they are. I've seen it create such a problem. Also, they identify themselves with the different religions they follow. Well, imagine from this how many problems have come up, that you start differentiating between one and another. For example, now supposing who is born, say, in one place. So he says he is the best. His country is the best. His people are the best. And there's nothing wrong with them. On the contrary, if a person is a real Sahajayogi who has Ganesha within him, enlightened, then he sees it and enjoys the humor behind it. The humor of all these people, what they are mad after, how they behave, the way he understands, the jokes behind it, jokes which is avoiding reality. And reality is only possible if you are in the realm of joy. Otherwise, all the time you find something wrong, something upsetting, so something disturbing. But if you see the humor behind everything, then you are perfectly all right. For example, I would say that I have had many such experiences, that people have told me, Mother, such and such fellow is like that, such and such fellow is like that. So, I would ask that person, are you like that? Direct. He said, no, I'm not like that. But I said, why everybody sees that in you? This must be wrong. All of them must be wrong, or you are wrong. Then he would say, maybe myself. And that's how, you see, you can mold also such people who think that they are correct and the rest of the world is all bad. And they have every right to hate them and to think in the wrong direction. What happens with that is that you lose the essence of joy. Essence of joy is in seeing in everything the source of joy. Supposing you see something here, now if it is odd, it should give you also great sense of humor. If it is beautiful, it should give you another sense of appreciation. But I can't understand people who go on harping on some sort of a thing that has no meaning in their lives, nor in the lives of others. I would say my father had a great capacity to do that. Once I went home, so I said my brother was praising this man for his music. What do you think, his friend? He said, he is a musician, no doubt, but he is very courageous. I said, why? Because he may go on singing anything. He never feels bad about it. Everybody might be nervous or everybody might be laughing at it, but he is not at all bothered. He goes on singing in his own ways. So that is the beauty of understanding every defect in a person can be enjoyed. It's very much a sense, I should say, a very subtle sense by which you can enjoy every person. If he has defects, then you enjoy them as humorous thing. And if he has something very good, then also you can enjoy. So why do you shun people? Why should you get out of people, criticize them for nothing wrong? Now under these, people have built up big organizations. For example, the Catholics will help the Protestants. The Protestants will I'm saying, they will also sort of hate the people who are Catholic. What's the use of that? What's the use of hating each other from that point that somebody is a Protestant or somebody is a Catholic? Just see yourself. See what is wrong with you. Why do you think like that? Why do you look at those things and always think that another person, something wrong with him? And then you form groups and then you fight. You can have even wars with this kind of an idea that another person is not all right and you are absolutely perfect. This is also with the country I have seen. For example, even in Sahajayoga I have seen, if somebody is coming, say, from India or from another country anywhere, the leader will be anxious that he should or she should put her candidate before. It's such an identification which they are not still conscious of it. But then I play my tricks, you see. All such things when they do, when they try to support one party, one type of people from one, we should say not religion now, but the countries. So this country identification is so much still in Sahajayoga that you come from one country, then you want to support that man from that country. You'll never appreciate that whosoever is good coming from any country is a Sahajayogi. We are a global community. We are not to be identified with one country, that our people should be married, that we should get our people there. All this kind of thing I have noticed, and I feel very sorry that you have not understood the nature of Sahajayoga. Sahajayoga is a global thing, absolutely global. It has nothing to do with one country or with one person. It's such a global thing that if you see the subtle side of it, it's very joy-giving. God Almighty has created this world as one. They might have United Nations, they might have this, they might have that, but still they are so much identified with their country that they cannot correct also that country. Now, for example, something is wrong with your country, they cannot. For them, everything is all right first, because they were born in that particular country. Or they appreciate some other country, so they'll go on praising that country to such an extent that they are destroyed and their ideas also destroy people. So best thing is to see the joke behind being identified with one country. There's a big joke about it. I enjoy it very much. Among Sahajogis also I've seen. It's very common that they are identified with one country. If you are identified, then you should try to correct that country. You should try to correct those countrymen who are following a particular type of ideologies. They never see that because they are so much involved with them that they don't see what's wrong with them. They'll always see what's wrong with others. But I've seen those who are real Sahajogis are very good. They tell me what's wrong in their own country, what's going wrong in their own country, what's the trouble in their own country, how the countrymen are. You see, very surprising. I was surprised how people told me that how some people who are in their country are so misidentified, and they are so against Sahajayoga in a subtle manner. I was surprised how they felt it that way. They said, Mother, see, they are not at all global. Once you become global, all your problems of provinces and things are finished. But that doesn't come into their head, that we have to be global. We are Sahajogis. We cannot identify ourselves with one country or another country. If we do that, then we are still lacking in our universal personality. And this universal personality comes to us from Shri Ganesha. He is a universal personality. Whether he is in India, whether he is in Italy or in England. What is that personality? Is innocence. Very innocence, very much innocent. And not only that, but he is the joy-giving personality. All such people who are joy-giving are recognized. It's not that the world doesn't recognize. They may not be knowing that they are global, but those who are global people write books on global ways, thinking about global things. And they can criticize also people of their own country. They can criticize people of their own clan. They can go on like that. But they can be slavish also to some other country and try to praise them too much. So you are not to be slavish. You have to not to be identified. But you should be identified with yourself. And whatever yourself enjoys, that should be expressed. That is the sign that your Ganesha is there. And that Ganesha is working out. It's very important for leaders to understand this. Because I've seen the way they are identified with their countrymen is sometimes shocking to me. I'm really shocked. How could they be? They are not belonging to any country. They are no more. They are in the country of Shri Ganesha, which is the country of love and joy. If you cannot give joy and love, then there's something wrong with you. With this only, his quality, people become chaste. Because chastity is a very joy-giving thing, very joy. It is not a thing that you have to tell somebody or to force somebody or to restrict somebody, but it is to enjoy it, to enjoy yourself and enjoy the chastity of another person. Is such a great blessing of Shri Ganesha. Such a great blessing that you enjoy your own chastity. You are not bothered about the another person. He is chaste or not, if he is doing bad things, if he is a ruined person, doesn't matter. You don't get spoilt with that. You have your own chastity, your own life of very chaste moments. It is nowadays such a modern style of thinking is flowing towards unchaste life and all kinds of wrong ideas about chastity. If somebody now talks of chastity, people think this must be mad. How can that be? Everything is done these days, if you see. All the fashions are there. Now once a fashion starts, it goes on spreading. Then everybody will dress up in the same manner. They have no personality of their own. Everybody will be going around in the same manner. Especially the women have lost their sense of chastity. They have lost their sense of chastity because the way they dress up sometimes shocks. What is the need to dress up like this? Why can't you dress up properly? But it is just shows that they have no character of their own. Actually, they may say, I am this, I am that, but they are not, they are nothing. Because they take to all kinds of forces that run around. But look at the children. Children are not like that. They do not have all these funny ideas of impressing people with their unchaste life. None of them. On the contrary, children are very conscious and they want to become very chaste people. This has an effect on the eyes, I must say. Shri Ganesha acts through your eyes. How you look at a person is very important. I have seen people losing complete control over their eyes. They'll go on looking at this person, looking at another person, looking at another person. Just for nothing at all, but it's a matter of no Ganesha controlling. And with this the eyes are spoilt. Spoilt means that you cannot look at anything concentratedly. Then how can you penetrate into anything? Any penetration is possible only if you can really adjust your eyes in such a manner that you see something at that time for that time and not go on shifting your eyes from one to another. It can mean anything, it can come from anything. That means Ganesha is the one who is a detector of our faults. For example, people have greed. So they will start seeing who's wearing what clothes they should wear. If they have greed, then they'll see somebody has a nice house. I should also have a nice house. But they never see the beauty of that house. They never see the actual essence of that house. But just they go on seeing that I should have this house, this kind. I should have that. They have no sense of beauty, I should say. They have only sense of possession. And that is such a bad thing to say, because sense of beauty is something so deep and sense of possession is so grotesque, so aggressive. So one should look at things from Ganesha's angle. How will he do it? How will he use it? We will learn from children how they watch things and how they work it out, how they think. You will be amazed how sensible they are and the very sensible things they talk. Like I met a child. So the child told me, I love the moon. I said, all right. Now, what's wrong with the moon? Nothing, but it hides itself under the clouds all the time. So I said, why does he do that? Because he walks too much. So he's tired and he has to rest, all right. And that's why he does it. So if he doesn't walk so much, if he keeps steady, he won't have to do it. Just imagine. A little child watching all these things. And I was amazed how the little child knows what is right, what is wrong, how to behave, how to understand the proper way of doing things. They are not taught anything, they are not conditioned nothing. But they know how to behave, and they are always looked after by the divine. I have known children who have fallen from great heights. Nothing happened to them. And also, no snakes and all these things don't bite children. Even they say that tigers never try to eat children. What is it? What is so powerful about it? That children are so safe and allowed to grow. But then they grow into such horrible creatures who are unchaste, who are running after women or women running after men is a common play these days. And it is unbelievable. How can people who are even Sahajogis do this? Of course they don't, but some of them, they are still in this kind of a mess. So when you have your Ganesha already established, just before creating the whole universe, the mother created Shri Ganesha. If he is there, then life is very easy. Such a society is very easy to live. Such a friendship also is so easy because there's nothing that is possessiveness or any kind of a, we can call perversity. When you have bad eyes for women, bad eyes for money, bad eyes for possessions, Ganesha is what? He just knows how to enjoy. Enjoy everything. If it belongs to you, it doesn't matter. It belongs to me, it doesn't matter. But you should know how to enjoy the beauty of it. And that's enjoyment when you have within yourself. You don't grow old because all the time you are enjoying. What is there to grow old? But normally it doesn't happen. You are very critical, you are very, I should say, selfish and stupid sometimes, very much stupid. All that you lose, all that grip over yourself, which is joy. What is yourself? Self is nothing but joy. A joyous person is definitely a person who has got his self expressing through his joy. Such a person is so joy-giving.
जय श्री माताजी। श्री आदिशक्ति मंत्र। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। आरती की तैयारी करते हैं।
सुख करता दुःख हरता वार्ता विघ्नाची ओ वार्ता विघ्नाची पूर्वी पूर्वी प्रेम कृपा जयाची सर्वांगी सुंदर उटिशे नूराची ओ उटिशे नूराची कंठी झळके माळ मुक्ता फळाची जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मन कामना पूर्ती
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा माँ, कर दिया उजियारा। कलियुग में माया है, कलियुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता माँ, है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर दुख से दूर करना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो माँ, मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो ये सके जो सेवा, हो ये सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की
जय। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आज का सामूहिक ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों पर समर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारे अंदर श्री गणेश की शक्ति जागृत कीजिए। कृपा कर हमें अबोध बनाइए, हमें सुबुद्धि दीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें सहज संस्कृति में स्थापित कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर सारे विश्व में मंगलता पवित्रता प्रस्थापित कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारे सारे दोष, बाधा, क्रोध, आक्रामकता, बुरी आदतें नष्ट कीजिए। हमें संतुलन में रखिए, हमें सहज के मर्यादा में रखिए। कृपा कर हमें विवेकशील बनाइए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारी श्रद्धा और समर्पण वृद्धिंगत कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें विश्व के सामूहिकता में एकाकार कीजिए। श्री गणेश जी के सारे गुण हमारे अंदर स्थापित कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपके श्री चरणों पर हमारा कोटि कोटि नमन, कोटि कोटि नमन, अनंत कोटि नमन। जय श्री माता जी। सामूहिक बंधन लेते हैं। जय श्री माता जी। आज के कार्यक्रम, आज शाम का ध्यान ठीक 7 बजे प्रतिष्ठान पुणे यूट्यूब चैनल पर लाइव प्रसारित होगा। आज का ध्यान सत्र यहीं पे संपन्न होता है। अब हम सहज संगीत का आनंद लेते हैं। आज का दिन सबके लिए आनंदमय मंगलमय हो। श्री अनंत चतुर्दशी की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। जय श्री माता जी।
श्री करिता धावा गजानना श्री मंगल मूर्ति गातो तव गुण गाना ओ गजानना श्री मंगल मूर्ति गातो तव गुण गाना गातो तव गुण गाना द्यावा आधार सकल गुणी जना द्यावा आधार सकल गुणी जना हे गणराया 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 मोरया मोरया अष्टविनायक मोरया 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 अष्टविनायक मोरया 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 मोरेश्वर मोरया 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 मोरेश्वर मोरया 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 चिंतामणि मोरया 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 चिंतामणि मोरया 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 बल्लाळेश्वर मोरया 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 बल्लाळेश्वर मोरया 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 वरद विनायक मोरया 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 वरद विनायक मोरया 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 गिरिजात्मज मोरया 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 गिरिजात्मज मोरया 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 विघ्नेश्वर मोरया 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 विघ्नेश्वर मोरया 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 महागणपती मोरया 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 महागणपती मोरया 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 श्री गणनायक मोरया 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 श्री गणनायक मोरया 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 अष्टविनायक मोरया 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 अष्टविनायक मोरया अष्टविनायक मोरया अष्टविनायक मोरया
जय